Welcome to another class in the series of Ibn Ezra on the Parasha. My name is Rabbi Dweck, and this week in Parashat Miketz, we will look at Yaakov seeing that there was food in Egypt. Pasuk reads, Vayar Yaakov ki yeshev b'Misraim. Yaakov saw that there was food in Egypt, and yet we know that at the time Yaakov was in Eretz Canaan. How could Yaakov see that there was shebed, that there was food in Egypt? And even more so, the next pasuk says, "Vayomer shamati ki yesh shebed b'Misraim." Tells his sons, "Behold, I heard that there is food in Egypt." So, is it that I saw, or is it that I heard? So Ibn Ezra immediately addresses this and says, "Vayar Yaakov ba'avur heyot hargashot nechbarot makom echad yahlifu zo bezo," because the senses are connected in one place in the brain, yahalifu zo bazo, because they are connected, therefore they're interchangeable. And we're not only speaking about hearing and seeing, but he speaks about other cases as well. Case number one says, Kemo re'eh beni. Yaakov says, Ishaq says, when Yaakov comes to him, disguising himself as Esav, Vayigash vayishaklo vayarach etrech bechadav evarecheu. Ishaq smells, right? Etrech bechadav, and he blesses who he thinks is Esav. Vayomer re'eh re'ach beni kereach sadeh asher berecho Adonai. And he says, see the smell of my son, right? Which cannot be possible. Re'eh re'ach beni. See the smell of my son, the scent of my son. It can't be see the scent. So therefore, because the smell and sight, the senses are connected, they're interchangeable. He brings another case as well. Matok ha'or, Ibn Ezra brings, right? How sweet the light is from Sefer Kohelet, umatok haor vetov la'inayim lirot et hashamesh. So which one is it? To see, or is it sweet? And the answer is them being interchangeable. So it could be sweet in the sense of one being one of the five senses. So sight of seeing the or is sweet. Now we have other examples of this in the Chumash, where we see, in Shemot Perek Kaf, following the Ten Commandments, it says, V'chol ha'am ro'im et ha'kolot. The entire nation see the kolot. What are the kolot? Right? The thunder. How could you see thunder? Right? Thunder is something that you hear. Rather, V'chol ha'am ro'im et ha'kolot, says Ibn Ezra there, interchangeable, the sight with hearing, and it really means they heard the thunder, but the word ro'eh is used. So to understand that even though the word see is used, interchangeable with other senses as well. Now you might ask, why is this significant? Why is this important? Well, when studying Chumash, it's important for us to first understand the meanings of the words. And if you look here in Rav Tihi's Chumash, he brings in his Chumash, Targum Onkelos, and the Tafsir of Rasag, Rabbi Sa'adia Gaon's Arabic. And here in the Arabic, you see the word Fasama Yaakov, and then Sama, and the word Shama Yaakov. And you see here in the translation, Veshama Yaakov, in the Arabic translation of the Pasuk. Rabbi Sa'adia Gaon translates it as to hear. Yaakov heard. Similarly, we have, let me just find it here, we have the Hizkuni who says, Vayar Yaakov ki yeshebed, Shama ki yeshebed Misraim. Kamo shekatuv v'samuch, hine shamati ki yeshebed Misraim. Right? To see, he didn't really see, he heard. Similar to what we said in the Pasuk, V'chol ha'am ro'im et ha'kolot. Now, why is this so significant? Because when you're dealing with reading the Torah, if you look here about the Midrash reading of the Torah, right? Rashi addresses this point. Umehechan ra'ah. Where did Yaakov see that there was food in Egypt? V'alo lo ra'ah ela shama. Didn't he hear it? What is Vayar Yaakov? The answer is based on the Midrash Bereshit Rabbah. Ra'ah b'maspeklaria shel kodesh. Right? Yaakov at that time was not able to see so clearly because of his sadness for Yosef. So Ra'ah b'maspeklaria shel kodesh she'adayin yesh lo shebed b'Misrayim. And the Midrash reads this word shebed as sebed. He still has hope in Egypt. He didn't know that Yosef was there. He didn't know that it was Yosef, but he knew something. He saw something. Seeing being nebu'ah. In that reading, in the Derash reading, there's something possibly similar to prophecy, semi-prophetic going on over here with the word vayar. And Yaakov is seeing something prophetic related to Yosef being in Egypt, but he doesn't really know that it's Yosef. And there you have the Peshat reading that even Rashi offers in saying, clearly he didn't see, rather he heard. However, there's something deeper going on over here. Well, first and foremost, we need to address the Peshat. And the Peshat is, as Ibn Ezra tells us, that Vayar is Shama. Again, all the senses being interconnected to each other. And then after you read the Peshat, on the next level of Derash, yes, there is a validity to saying why this word Vayar versus the word Vayishma. Maybe the Torah is trying to tell us something deeper, but again, that is the Derash level. Peshat level, that simply Vayar is Shama, like we saw in the Rasag, like we see elsewhere in the Tanakh, that the word Vayar can be interchangeable with, right, 5 senses being interchangeable, and the surface reading being to hear. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.